Reaction to that election of Jolie Matongo as new Johannesburg mayor. Joining us now is the DA's Johannesburg caucus leader, Leah Knott. Thank you very much for your time. And now, first of all, what is the DA's reaction to the new mayor of Johannesburg?
Well, I think, as the DA, our first thoughts are with the residents. And, essentially that is what we're mandated in our function in council, is to think of them first. So we did abstain from nominating a candidate this time around. And the reason behind that was because we are focused on the local government elections, whichever way you put it, will either happen in under 3 months or in under 6 months. So that's where our primary focus lies, in getting a majority in council in the new term. So we didn't want to create a lot of upheaval for residents in this really short term before that happens. Having said that, we abstained from the process itself, and obviously because there was only one candidate, Jolie was elected, so to speak, into the mayoral position. And we will continue as opposition, or the leading opposition in council, to hold them accountable. We're still waiting for answers on the PPE COVID spending, which internal audits had flagged as 78% irregular over the last year, and that was under when Jolie Matongo was the MMC of Finance. So we expect cohesive responses back on that particular investigation, both from the city's forensic departments and the SIU. And also from, in respect to some of the statements that he made today, our asphalt plant hasn't been operating, so our depots can't do potholes at the moment. So we're hoping that that'll be resolved within the next few days, and that the contractor and material issues that are happening within City Power, for example, are fixed quite quickly, because that has resulted in almost 2-week-long power outages in various areas in Johannesburg.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, you're saying that for now you let the ANC take the reins, because in any case, in about 3 to 6 months, you'd be able to put a better candidate up for Johannesburg mayor.
Yes, well, we've done extensive, the party has done extensive processes internally in order to select a mayoral candidate, and that will be released very soon. As soon as we've got clarity as well from the IEC on what exactly is happening with the election. We do feel that it should happen in October, but we'll wait to see what the Constitutional Court says. And at the moment, what we're dealing with is, the DA has 97 seats in council. Council consists of 270 seats. And the ANC coalition partners had indicated already that they would stick with their coalition agreement. So we, as I said, the residents have been faced with this pandemic, the looting and rioting that has been going on, not having a mayor for almost a month. It's created a lot of uncertainty for them in a time that is very difficult for people. So, we are focusing then going into the local government election. It's a very short time period. It would be illogical for us to try and, create something out of nothing, so to speak.
After what happened with the former mayor and the coalition agreement then having collapsed because of his resignation, and Johannesburg going back into the hands of the ANC, some would say maybe the DA doesn't have anybody to put forward as Johannesburg mayor.
Well, I disagree completely. I think the previous mayor, unfortunately, didn't subscribe completely to the principles and values of the party. And unfortunately, when it got a little bit difficult, we saw him resigning, and that was his personal choice, and that was his choice to make. We can only go forward from here. We have plenty of candidates within the DA, plenty of councillors who have experience, who have the credentials and the intelligence in order to be put forward to this. It's really just the party finalising the process that happened to appoint a mayoral candidate, and they will release that in probably very soon across the country, not only just in Joburg.
All right, Leah Knott, DA caucus leader in Johannesburg, thank you very much for your time.